Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to make an easy but delicious pan pizza recipe. Into a medium-sized bowl, start by whisking your water, sugar, and yeast until it's fully dissolved. Then add on top the flours, salt, and olive oil. Here, you're going to use a spoon or whatever kind of spatula you have and whisk until it's a clumpy mass. Put it on the table and you're going to start to knead. This technique you see me doing here is great for building gluten structure. Take your time while doing this kneading process and also have some fun while you're at it. But once you arrive to a dough that looks like this, you're going to let it rest, covered, for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we're going to give it this kind of pre-shape, where we flatten the dough out completely, and we're going to make the shape we want our pan pizza to look like later. So here, maybe a ½ inch thick, you're going to start to fold the dough into a rectangle shape. At this point, you're going to pinch all seams on all sides of your dough and add it to an oiled container. There's very little yeast in this dough recipe, so it's important to let it rise at room temperature for 4 hours and then into the fridge for 24 hours. After removing, you're going to let your dough come up to room temperature and flatten it out into the sides of your pan. After pressing out your dough, you're going to let it sit to rise until doubled. I'd call this sauce a rustic American type. Today, I'm using chunky style tomatoes. Basically, San Marzanos have been chopped very roughly, and into this sauce, I'm adding fresh basil, raw garlic, dried oregano, olive oil, and salt. About 2 hours after pressing out your dough, it should be fully risen until doubled in size. Today I'm going lighter on the sauce, maybe a little bit heavier on the cheese. It's a blend of Pecorino Romano and whole milk mozzarella. I baked this pizza at 450 degrees Fahrenheit until the bottom got nice and crispy, and then I finished under the broiler for 5 minutes. The look of this pizza right here reminds me of childhood, and it looks kind of like the American flag. While baking, that pepperoni oil got all over that pizza, but check out this bottom crust, nice and brown. This pie is perfectly crispy on the crust and soft and fluffy towards the top. I mean, this is like the perfect weekday snack. I'm going the extra step with nice fresh chopped basil and grated Pecorino Romano. The crumb of this pizza is super tender because of the oil and the sugar, and the bottom stays nice and crispy. Yes, I had half a pie, and yes, I refrigerated the rest and ate some for breakfast some days. I'm telling you, it gets even crispier when you reheat it. Enjoy this recipe, y'all.